Welcome to today's Car Insurance 101 overview. Not if, but when you have a car wreck, so be prepared. What is car or auto insurance? It's a monetary or financial protection for your car in case of accident. If you own a car, you understand the benefits of safeguarding your vehicle. For those planning to hold one sooner or later in life, you need to know why it is important to keep your car safe. Auto insurance offers peace of mind when you get involved in an accident, your vehicle gets vandalized, stolen, or suffers damage from natural disasters. Individuals make annual or semi-annual payments to a specific insurance company instead of paying for auto accidents out of pocket. The company then pays some or most of the costs related to the vehicle damage. When you purchase car insurance, you are essentially entering into a contract with the insurance provider, agreeing to pay premiums in return for protection against financial losses resulting from accidents or other damage to the vehicle. So what are the components of car insurance? Let's start with bodily injury coverage. If you, as a policyholder, injure someone else, the injury is covered by your bodily injury liability insurance coverage. When you use someone else's vehicle with their consent, you are also insured, as are any family members specified on the insurance policy. It is crucial to carry enough liability insurance since, in a catastrophic accident, you could face a significant financial lawsuit. It is advisable for policyholders to buy additional liability insurance than the minimum amount required by the state. This additional liability safeguards money and other assets like your home. Own damage coverage is a crucial component of comprehensive auto coverage and offers protection against damage to the covered vehicle. The entirety of the information on own harm is revealed under the policy section. It would help if you decided whether the incident that damaged your car is covered before you file a claim. Collision coverage is damage to your car from collision with other vehicles, objects like telephone poles or trees, or flipping over is covered under collision coverage. Note that collision with deer are covered under comprehensive. Additionally, pothole damage is covered. Typically, collision insurance is sold with a separate deductible. If you caused the incident, your collision coverage would pay for repairs to your automobile, less the deductible. If the accident was not your fault, your insurance provider might pursue recovery of charges from the at-fault driver's insurance provider. If they are successful, they will also pay the deductible. If your vehicle is old and not worth much, you might consider waiving collision insurance. Comprehensive insurance coverage. With this insurance, you are compensated for losses due to theft or damage from sources other than collisions with other vehicles or objects. Comprehensive incidents include collisions with birds or deer, fire, falling items, missiles, explosions, earthquakes, windstorms, hail, floods, vandalism, and riots. If your windshield is broken or cracked, it will also be beneficial to have it repaired. Although some insurers may give the glass element of the policy without cost, you will purchase comprehensive insurance with a separate deductible. And finally, uninsured and underinsured drivers coverage. You might get hit by an uninsured driver or a driver whose insurance is insufficient to cover your complete loss. In that case, you will receive reimbursement from the underinsured motorist coverage. This coverage also provides safety in the case of a hit-and-run accident involving a covered driver, or if you get stuck by an uninsured or underinsured driver while walking or riding your bicycle. So how do we read a policy? The insurance provider promises to cover your losses per the terms of your policy in exchange for a premium payment. Individually priced policies enable you to tailor the level of coverage to your specific requirements and financial constraints. Policies often have a renewal duration of 6 or 12 months. When it's time to pay another premium and renew the procedure, an insurer will inform the client. Nearly all states require car owners to carry bodily injury liability insurance, which is shown here in line A, liability. That covers payments related to injuries or fatalities that you or another driver causes while operating your vehicle, whether or not they demand possessing a minimum amount of auto insurance. Additionally, they could require property damage liability, which pays for harming you or another driver of your automobile caused to another vehicle or piece of property. The coverage limits that the insurance will pay for a covered incident and your out-of-pocket expenses, should you need to make a claim, are all included in the insurance quotation. As we see here, you're covered for $100,000 of liability for each accident. Medical payments are covered for $1,000 per person. Uninsured motorists are covered for $25,000 each accident. That is line C. If there's damage to your auto for collision, you have a $100 deductible. After the deductible, they will pay you the actual cash value. And other than collision loss, which was the comprehensive we discussed earlier, also has a $100 deductible, and then they will cover the actual cash value of the loss. This also covers towing and labor costs of $20 each disbursement. Now, I will tell you that this sample is more than 20 years old. This is the bare minimum insurance required by most states, but in my opinion, it is nowhere near sufficient enough for you. For example, medical payments of $1,000 here would barely cover the entrance to a hospital emergency room. If there was any kind of surgery or anything else required, it would be well beyond the $1,000 coverage per person. Also, the uninsured motorist covering you $25,000 for an accident. What if your car is worth $50,000 and somebody hits you? This doesn't even begin to cover the replacement cost of your car. So, make sure that you have sufficient coverage and understand what each line item means. So how do you decide the deductible amount? Well, I can tell you that property, health, and casualty insurance products all have health insurance deductibles. Deductibles are what you pay out of pocket before the policy takes effect and begins to pay claims. Deductibles vary depending on the insurer, coverage, and the premium you want to pay. The common rule is that you pay lower monthly or annual rates if your policy has a high deductible. This rule applies because you pay various expenses before coverage commences. On the other hand, expect higher premiums with lower deductibles. When this happens, the insurance policy starts paying significantly more quickly. When a policyholder files a claim, insurance firms can split costs between you paying the deductibles. Companies have two requirements for using deductibles. The first is deductibles reduce your moral risk. The possibility that the insured might not act honestly constitutes a moral hazard. In other words, you fake an accident to get money from the insurance company. Insurance protects policyholders from financial loss. The insurance party can freely behave riskily without worry about financial challenges. In other words, you might drive like a crazy madman, knowing that your insurance coverage will cover you. But if your deductible is high, there will be a significant out-of-pocket expense for this reckless behavior before the insurance company covers. And second, deductibles guarantee financial stability. By lowering the severity of the claims, insurance policies use deductibles to guarantee certain financial stability on the insurer's side. A well-constructed insurance policy offers protection from catastrophic loss. A deductible is a buffer between a minor and a genuinely disastrous loss. Keep in mind that even a bump on your fender these days, which are made of plastic, can run into the hundreds of dollars for repair. So who needs car insurance? Well, almost all states require some form of insurance. However, they're different in different states. Drivers in New Hampshire are not required to get auto insurance. Still, they are required to provide documentation demonstrating their ability to cover the cost of an accident if it is their responsibility. Because the law demands so, most motorists have auto insurance. However, it does not mean you should only get the bare minimum protection. If you lease your car, or hold a loan with the bank, in other words, you and the bank own your car, not you own it outright, then we highly suggest you get enough car and auto insurance to cover a full financial loss should you wreck and total your car. And finally, if you want to help buying that new car in case of accident, you want to make sure that you have insurance. So if you own your car outright, but it's an expensive car, make sure you have sufficient policy coverage to replace the cost of the vehicle. So when do you buy car and auto insurance? Obviously, when you buy a car. Do not risk driving home without insurance. First, in most states it is illegal. And remember, you're liable for all losses incurred in case of an accident, not just to the car, but to anyone that you might injure. So where do I buy car insurance? Well, you can buy it at the dealer, but we don't recommend that. If you're out shopping for a car, we recommend that you get a policy ahead of time. You can get that policy directly from an agent of an insurance company. You can buy it from an insurance broker who can give you quotes across a variety of insurance companies, or you can buy it online using an InsurTech company. So who sells insurance? Here's a quick look at the J.D. Power 2022 U.S. Auto Insurance Study for California. Keep in mind, your state may be different. They rank car insurance companies from highest to lowest. You see USAA at the bottom has a very high ranking, but not everyone is qualified to buy USAA because you have to either be a previous or current military member or a family member of someone in the military to qualify for USAA insurance. Now, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on the next page, but look how Nationwide is near the bottom of J.D. Power's study, because I'm about to release a video called What is the Best Car Insurance for 2022? And here's a sneak peek. USA is number 1, followed by State Farm, Farmers, Nationwide, Geico, Allstate, Travelers, Progressive, AAA, and American Family. Now see, AAA is number 9 on this list and Nationwide is number 4. But if we go back to the J.D. Power list, you'll see that AAA is second on the list and Nationwide is near the bottom. So do your research and decide for yourself who's the best based on price and coverage. Welcome to Insurance Facts, where we answer your questions about homeowners, life, car, health, travel, and business insurance. We hope you found this car insurance overview useful. If so, help us feed the YouTube algorithm by smashing that like button, clicking the thumbs up. Consider subscribing to this channel because every day we post a new video answering a question. And finally, ring that bell. If you need more information, you can visit our website at www.insurancefaq.me or come back to this channel every day to see a new question answered in a variety of insurance categories. Thanks and have a great day.